Comedian that I'm sure all of you are just dying to see. Hey, Steve Yesconis! Yeah!
Sorry, I was in the beer line. Do you know what I was actually doing right there and then? I was outside on the deck buying a raffle ticket to benefit the Wounded Warrior Project. Yes, I certainly was. So, at some point tonight, you are going to see a couple young ladies in black dresses coming back here. They're going to be selling. Yes, that's great too. but they're going to be selling. Well, they're going to be selling our raffle tickets, and it goes to benefit a very noteworthy cause. So please check that out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I think a lot of you are here to see one particular comedian. Is that right? All right. Yeah, I don't think Max Racy's here yet. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Steve Yesconis.
Hey, good evening, everybody. How you doing? Good show so far tonight, huh? Alright, now, I'm going to get right into it because we don't have a lot of time, alright? I am baffled by something, alright? And I'm going to share it with you guys tonight, and I'm hoping that maybe you can help me figure this out, alright? Take, for example, a guy named William, alright? He might go by William all his life, which is cool, okay? Or like they did back in the 12th and 13th century, they used to use shorter rhyming names for names. So William became Will or Bill, okay? And take, for example, the great Steve Maroney. Where'd he go? He knew I was going to make a joke about him, that's why I left. Or myself. When we were born, our parents gave us the name of Stephen, all right? Now, I have to stop real quick because I can't guarantee Maroney was actually born. So if I had to use a term, I would say hatched. Because I've seen his comedy, and I guarantee you this guy has not been laid. Right? I wish he was here to see that, or hear that. In any case, the name I'm really puzzled about is the name Richard, okay? Now these guys could go by Richard all their life, and that'd be alright. Or like they did with the rhyming name, go by Rich or Rick, okay? But no, some of these guys decide to be dicks. I can't figure it out. Now, is my friend Ed Smith, you guys, big hand of round of applause. Ed and I worked at Appleton Papers, okay, in Camp Hill, and I worked there for 12 and a half years. Ed, I think, has worked there since the beginning of time. And in fact, I think he worked there when they were the Appleton Stone Writing Corporation, and Ed started in sales, and I think what was the name of that first guy? Oh, Moses. Yeah. In any case, Ed and I worked at Appleton, and there was a guy there, his name was Richard Nieder, all right? You got that last name? Nieder, all right? Did he go by Richard? No. Did he go by Rich or Rick? No. He went by Dick. Dude, put that two together, that's Dick Nieder. I mean, what are you doing? Are you advertising? Are you trying to tell us something? I don't understand this. Now, I grew up in Drexel Hills in New Cumberland, which is really over the hill from Doc Holliday's here. I lived on Swarthmore Road. 5 houses down, on the other side of the street, lived Alice and Richard Bolts, okay? Richard was a doctor, all right? Now, did I know him by Dr. Bolts? No. Did I know him by Dr. Richard, Dr. Rick, or Dr. Rich? No. I know him by Dr. Dick. Yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how comfortable I'd feel about going to a doctor that refers to himself as a dick. Now, and as I get older, I wonder, what the hell did this guy specialize in? It's crazy. And there's also famous people that are named Dicks. Like take, for example, the race car driver, Dick Trickle. That sounds something to me like he should be wearing a diaper for. There's famous heroes like Dick Tracy. Was his real name Dick Richard? Or Richard Tracy? And it often makes me think, what was it like to 300 years old, right? But he looks like he's 35. I mean, he looks better than I do. And I know a lot of you out there are thinking, well, a lot of people look better than you, Steve, but you got my point, right? Now, I can't believe this is all plastic surgery. No, my friends, I think this dick found the Viagra fountain of youth. There's nobody looks that good at that age. And even whales caught on to this phenomenon. Take, for example, was Moby's real name Moby Richard? I don't know. And then in the words of Donald Trump, I want this guy to produce his birth certificate. They even have stores named Dick's. I've been there, but I've never shopped there. Because when you walk up to the door, it says Dick's Entrance. So I go around the side of the building looking for the entrance that I can go in. I haven't found it yet. Now, I don't want to offend any dicks that might be out in the crowd tonight. And for all you Richards out there, maybe you did not know you had an option of being a dick. Maybe some of you are dicks and you haven't told us yet, or you haven't figured it out. And what about, and all the research I did on this, I have not found anybody that was born with the name Dick, all right? But if you were, was it a situation where your parents were in the delivery room, rocking you, going, hey, he's gonna be a dick. And what about parents that name their kids Richard? Do they realize that they could grow up to be dicks? What if you are a dick and you decide that you don't want to be a dick? Is there a procedure for that? I don't know. Let's say you are a dick and you start getting older and you're not as spunky as you used to be. Does one purple pill solve all that is ailing you? If you're a dick and you're wearing a raincoat, a full raincoat, are you considered protected? Is there more expectation for a dick in the bedroom? How do you offend a dick? Use another part of the anatomy? Now, I know a lot of dicks, but they're not named Richard, Rick, or Rich. So this is what baffles me. And do any of you guys know a dick? Well, if you don't know Dick. And if somebody says to you, you don't know Dick, do you get up and say, no, I don't? Now, the use of the slang term dick came 500 years before it came about, which was back in around 1890. And they used to use it to offend and hurt and put down the recipient of this, okay? And one of the earliest uses was in 1906. It was the most common use, and they referred to policemen as dicks, all right? Well, think about it. How many of you have ever got a traffic ticket and you're pulling away and you thought, God, that guy was a real dick, right? It was a good use for that. So, in any case, it's been over 100 years since the first slang term, and you dicks still decide that you're going to be dicks. My friends, you can be what you want to be. You can be called what you want to be called. But my God, why would you want to be a dick? Thank you guys so much.